This video is for all of the women that have been traumatised due to past mistreatment and abuse. Here's a young girl whose parents have specific generational trauma, learned behaviours and specific habits such as being unavailable or neglectful, possibly abusive, unhealed addictions, maybe emotional abuse such as consistent criticism. And what happens is that all of those behaviours go into the young girl and they form a mistreatment wound. And what then happens is that she grows up with these specific patterns and wounds inside of her, and then she repeats and reenacts the trauma patterns. So she therefore goes along in her life and she meets partners or friends or bosses that are an exact mirror of these trauma patterns. They are also abusive, narcissistic, unavailable, have unhealed addictions, etc. And so she has this mistreatment wound, and it's very hard for her to get into her feminine energy. You know, people say, oh, just go have a massage and, you know, have a facial, you can get into your feminine energy. She can't just get into her feminine energy because she is wounded now. She has like a masculine wounded energy now, whereby she is anxious. Maybe she suffers from depression and panic attacks, anxiety due to this past trauma. She's guarded, she's fearful, she's hypervigilant, she's stressed, and perhaps she has like a do mentality. She's probably very independent in her work. She's learnt to become successful financially, etc., because that's the only way she can kind of control herself. But her feminine energy has been kind of wounded. She finds it very difficult to be soft, nurturing, to love and be loved, to receive due to this past trauma. Okay, so the healing for women who have gone through past trauma and abuse, multiple narcissistic relationships, this is what they can do. Number one, they can release the past trauma. These cellular memories of pain and hurt from the past that she's holding in her being, she can release these out, perhaps with a somatic therapist like myself, somebody that does brain spotting, somebody that does EMDR, releasing out those cellular memories, releasing out the hurt, the anger, the sadness, the initial emotional and physical hurt that she experienced, not only from her parents, but the people along the path of her life. She can then look to validate her resentment and hate that she has for what she's gone through, because she's gone through a lot. She can look to really validate her resentment, validate that deep down pain, and then look to undo it towards the past people. And then she's got to close up this mistreatment wound. If she doesn't close up this mistreatment wound, she's going to keep attracting these people over and over. You know, people say to me, Kelly, I went out with one narcissist and then another one came along. It's because she has to close up the mistreatment wound. The way you close up the mistreatment wound is you have to release out the past trauma. Secondly, be aware that you're open to abuse, open to mistreatment, and really learn a new subconscious self-belief, which is I deserve good treatment, respect, love and support. And I must absolutely give boundaries around anything that is, you know, this. You know, I can't be in alignment with this anymore. So learning boundaries, and then massive self-love practices, massive self-love practices, so that she learns to know that she's lovable, she's good enough, that she deserves a wonderful life. And then she can start to work on this wounded masculine energy in her mind. You know, she's up here in her mind, she's stressed, anxious, hypervigilant. She needs to bring that mind energy down into the body so that she can start to feel safe within her body, safe within her feminine energy. And she will know that she's, you know, kind of done that because she starts to feel more soft, nurturing, loved, receiving, open for good treatment, respect, love and support. And also for relationships, she must stay out of relationships until she learns this, and then she has non-negotiables for her relationships. And her non-negotiables for her relationships are the absolute opposite of this. She can't, you know, allow this in any longer. She has to now only allow in good treatment, respect, love and support. And as she works on her self-love practices, she will get that. Okay, I hope this video helps you guys, and I've got loads of courses in the bio to help you with past trauma, inner child, self-love, toxic relationship patterns. Take care now.